June the 8th. The time is 7 p.m. This meeting was rescheduled from June 1st, 2021. I'd like to welcome everybody to the meeting. Let's get started with the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag
of the United States of America
and to the republic
for which it stands,
one nation,
under God,
indivisible,
with liberty and justice for all.
This time I'd like to have a moment of silence to honor the military, firefighters, road workers, and sheriff deputies as they serve our community here and abroad. Thank you. Roll call, please.
Trustee McGuire.
Present.
Trustee Mann.
Present.
Trustee McLaughlin.
Present.
Okay, first on the agenda, we have no meeting minutes to approve. Fiscal officer's report.
I sent you guys, and I think Steve sent it out to you again, fiscal, the report from last month, and I didn't update anything from, when we were supposed to have a meeting on the 1st. I just got, you guys just came in this week, or was it this week? It was today, last week, and, signed the bills. There's more in the cabinets to be signed. And the resolutions are still sitting up there not signed. I can't post anything if you don't sign them. And speaking of resolutions, because I was accused of not doing a resolution correctly, whoever does the resolution from now on should be the ones, I'm suggesting that be the ones responsible for writing them and writing the actions and being responsible to give them to you guys for signatures or to give them to me so I can put them in the mailbox for your signatures. So there won't be any problems because I have no idea of what these resolutions are about until the day of the meeting, so I can't fill anything out. Other than that, again, I like to emphasize we need to get the bills in a little bit faster. I'm getting stuff signed faster. I'm getting stuff saying that our bills are late because they've not been signed. They've not been gotten to me, so I can get them to you guys. But this last time it's been because you guys hadn't signed them. Like I had 31 I put out in the mail the other day that were at least 2 to 3 weeks behind. So we need to get on those a little bit faster. Again, there's some in the mailbox waiting. It's probably a handful. Other than that, that's all I have. Anybody have any questions?
I'll do it tomorrow afternoon, sign, Tracy. I'll sign everything tomorrow afternoon.
Okay. I think Roy signed one. I think he had one in there, but there's bank reconciliation, there's payroll.
I signed about 7 or 8.
Today?
Yes.
Oh, okay. So you must have come in later.
Another signature.
Yeah.
I came through Friday and signed like 30 checks.
Yeah, well those are already mailed. There's more in there now.
Okay.
That's it.
Thank you, Tracy. I downloaded all that paperwork you sent us. Thank you very much. And I'd like to make a motion to accept the fiscal officer's report, pay the warrants and the bills, and everything else that needs to be done.
I'll second the motion.
Roll call, please.
Trustee McLaughlin?
Yes.
Trustee McGuire?
Yes.
Trustee Mann?
Yes.
Okay, that concludes the fiscal officer's report. Old business. Trustees, we already discussed the meeting minutes issue in the work session. Is there any other discussion in this meeting? Okay, I'd like to bring up issue of old business related to, I believe it was the fiscal officer's comments about the resolutions. Chief Wright, unmute your mic, please.
Yes, sir.
Did you author the resolution to hire our new zoning administrator, Justin Ozuski? This is for the record.
Well, for the record, I have no authority to do that.
So you did not author the resolution for that?
No, sir.
Okay. That's all I have under old business. Trustees, do you have any other old business? Okay, let's move on to new bit.
Sorry, it took me a second to unmute myself. Sorry about that. Yeah, I want to talk about, some of the COVID money we spent. And I've heard in past meetings, I'm just kind of curious, haven't heard anything recent, where we stand with the fact the company HSI that did the doors, the swipes, we did the locks and all that. I think it was like a $71,000 bill. I was just curious where we stand with that. Is all that fixed? Because I don't think most of it doesn't work. You know where we stand with that? Probably a Steve question. Can I get a short response, please?
The programming has to be done to the system, and there wasn't a reason to do that when the alarm panel isn't fixed by the county. You asked me in the last meeting to go to the county. I went to the county, and they are working on that panel. So until that panel's done, we have to then take the second step. I sent an email to all trustees and elected officials explaining the process that we're going to be following. And you all responded back.
Okay, so that is the, you're speaking of the administration building, the Calumet Center, correct?
It's all one system. So you have to program it as one system, even though we have alternate sites, remote sites. So you can't do one system, and it's not they're not bifurcated, they're not separate systems. So it's all one. It's all or none.
Okay, so how are we progressing on that? When do you think that'll be completed?
I don't have an estimate on the county. I stood with them and we went through the panel about 2 weeks ago. And they said they would get back to us, but it's in the hands of the county.
Okay. Well, keep us posted, please. Thank you, Steve.
You're welcome.
Any other old business, trustees?
We agreed to have this job description written for those two jobs that we're going to post by the next meeting. Is that what we decided on? I didn't have my notes when. Was that correct in the work session?
If you could have it as soon as you can get it.
Oh, okay. Okay, well, let me work on that. Okay. I do that. That's all I got, Jim.
Okay. Does that conclude old business, trustees? Okay, moving on to new business. First up, introduction of the zoning administrator, Justin. Help me with this name. Justin, do you want to take a couple minutes, introduce yourself, give us a little bit of your background?
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you for having me. Thank you, trustees. Thank you, elected officials. Thank you, Steve. My name is Justin Riley Olszewski. I was the zoning administrator for Harrison Township in Montgomery County for 18 years. And after a break there, I'm now eager to get started with Jefferson Township. If you have any zoning issues, concerns, questions, etc., feel free to give me a call at the office number, extension 109. I'd be glad to talk to you.
Would you go by Justin or Riley? Which one do you want to go by?
I go by Justin.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Thank you.
Okay. So you're